So we're just going to ask the blessings of God on our efforts here today. We try to emulate the example of Christ and the obedience that he portrayed to his Father. Seeing as our state chaplain has just undergone cataract surgery and couldn't be here today, he asked me to ask for providence and its hand over our efforts. We have the flag as it's displayed without the colors of the Admiralty. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the first singing air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? I'm going to read a statement from one of our members here from West Louisiana Parish, and he is an attorney, and he's not all that wordy, but he's got a good political sense and knowledge of our aims. This is from Shane Landry. The origin, nature, and purpose of government. All government of right originates with the people, is founded on their will alone, and is instituted solely to protect the rights of the individual and for the good of the whole. The people of Louisiana have, through constitutional convention assembled, established our state and federal governments. These governments are our creatures, instituted to serve our interests. The principal political interest of all free human beings is and ought to be liberty. Accordingly, our government's only legitimate ends are to promote and preserve liberty by securing justice for all, keeping the peace, protecting the rights, and encouraging the happiness and general welfare of the people. The people of Louisiana have the sole and exclusive right of governing themselves as a free and sovereign republic, and do, and forever hereafter shall, exercise and enjoy every power, jurisdiction, and right pertaining thereto, which is not or may not hereafter be by them expressly delegated to the United States of America in Congress assembled. Furthermore, history and recent experience makes clear that when left unchecked, it is the nature of government to usurp the liberty of its citizens and eventually become a major violator of the people's rights. Therefore, it is essential to bind government with the chains of a firm constitution and carefully divide and jealously limit government powers to those assigned by the consent of the governed. The rights enumerated in the Declaration of Independence, Article 1, Section 1 of the Louisiana Constitution of 1974, and in the Bill of Rights, are fundamental to human dignity and natural justice. These rights are the gracious endowment of the Creator and are neither a gift from nor a sufferance by a government. Our natural rights to life, liberty, and property, along with all the rights which flow from them, or which support these are by the will of God, inalienable, and shall be preserved inviolate by all levels and branches of the government. Whenever any government becomes destructive of the aforementioned rights of the people, it is the right and duty of free human beings to alter or to abolish it, and to institute a new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. And Shane is a lawyer, may I repeat that. We have other statements from candidates to be read later, and I'll pick somebody else who might want to volunteer to read statements from Mad Max Reesky, Don Grunman, Steve Stockman. We'll have others calling in to make speeches. Our orders of business are down here. First, I would like to introduce our other state committee officers. And these were, we agreed upon in our meeting in August as per our bylaws. A copy of our bylaws is, I think I printed out at least one of them. I know it's on the computer too, on that disk. And some input has been from different people. Eventually I had to get something out, so it's under my signature and imprimatur. Mike Equier is our vice chairman of the state. He has been our candidate for state representative in District 74. Trent Hill is a state contact and has been for a while, and is fully in gear with people on the national level. He's a muckety-muck and all of that. Brandon Hendricks is a state secretary treasurer who's currently taking our notes in the easy digital way. Charles McGowan, as I mentioned, is our state chaplain. We still have openings for a state parliamentarian, a sergeant at arms, and very importantly, a state communications officer. And there is some digital aspect to a state communications officer. It's not phone work. It's email as much as anything. There will be a straw poll given later for likely candidates at the Constitution Party's National Convention. And Trent is all in line with the people that are going to be offering up themselves for our consideration. Right now in the state we have 2 Constitution Party members who are actively running for seats in Congress. One is distinguished Peter Vidrine, and Peter is running out of Eunice. Randall Hayes is running out of Baker. Is it Baker? Or Baton Rouge? Huh? Winfield. Okay. Randall is in a family stricture this weekend and can't come.
Randall Hayes did offer some comments.
Yes, we've gotten some comments from Randall Hayes, and I didn't have a chance. That was the last thing up before I left this morning. Other distinguished guests are Tom Cryer, who is with truthatalk.org, a national institution for preservation of fair and honest taxation. He will be speaking today on some issues of interest to us. John Watts is our 2006 candidate for the United States House of Representatives, and John might share a few words with us on that. David Simpson may be attending. He's a Republican, and he's been running for Congress in the 1st District. So, I turn the meeting over to someone else. Because I'm not ready to start with business. I'd rather sit down for a little while and listen to somebody else speak.